Pro Football Weekly is breaking down the draft for all 32 teams. Right now it's the Miami Dolphins. They're one of the more talked about teams leading up to the draft because of their need for a quarterback and whether they were going to take one. Based on overall the needs they had, how do you think they did?
They did all right. They needed that quarterback and they go get him in the first round. Whether you're a Ryan Tannehill fan or not, the Dolphins need to get a quarterback out of this draft. So they get the third best quarterback and they get him 8th overall. They need help at tackle. They need some pass rushers, so they got those. The only thing is they didn't get any wide receivers until the 6th round in B.J. Cunningham. It's possible they're leaning towards more of an offense that needs a lot of athletic tight ends. They got Michael Agnew in the 3rd round. That might be why they didn't get wide receivers, but that's kind of my only knock. The other one's safety is a position that they could have used a little more depth back there.
Overall, though, they did fill the biggest one they needed at quarterback, and they did it right away. What was your favorite pick they made?
I like getting Olivier Vernon in the 3rd round. Some people were a little nervous about him coming out of college early. He was suspended a little bit last season, but he's got all the athletic tools you need. They want that pass rusher off the edge. He's a powerful guy, can play a little D-end or stand-up play outside linebacker, and staying close to home. The Dolphins don't usually draft guys from University of Miami. Right. They got 2 this year, and I like that Vernon pick.
You got to make the fans down there happy, getting some guys from the U in there on the Dolphins. What was your least favorite pick?
I hate to use Tannehill and Jonathan Martin because they filled needs, and you had to get the quarterback, you had to get the tackle, but based on our rankings, based on the PFW grades, those were kind of reaches. And I understand the quarterback, you have to kind of put in a separate category because especially when you're a team like Miami, it's so desperate, and financially it makes sense to draft him at 8th overall. But Ryan Tannehill, is he the 8th best player in this draft? No. Jonathan Martin, I think, and some people will consider that a value pick. Based on our grades, he's maybe a 3rd round guy. Hopefully for Miami he pans out and is able to start at right tackle. But those were 2 kind of reaches by Miami just based on our grades. But again, I understand why they did it.
And obviously they know Tannehill pretty well with Mike Sherman there, so you got to trust that they know what they're doing. Overall, what's the grade you're giving the Dolphins?
It's really hard to give Miami a grade because it's really all based on how you feel about Ryan Tannehill. I'll go in the B- C+ range for them for right now because
pick one.
I'll go with C+.
Okay.
I'll go a little more negative. They had to get Tannehill. As much people were maybe thinking they get Quentin Coples or a pass rusher, they needed the quarterback. They needed to get him. And as long as they give him time to develop, he could turn into a good starting quarterback in the NFL. As long as they don't rush him into it. They got their pass rusher, they got their tackle, they filled their needs. As I mentioned earlier, there's some they could have done a better job at. But I don't think the Dolphins ideally want their quarterback of the future to be Ryan Tannehill and end up being that way. So that's why I have to give him a bit of a lower grade.
It's all tied to him. If he ends up being good in 3 years, then that C+ is probably going to move up quite a bit. That's the grade on the Dolphins. We have them for all 32 teams. You can check them out at ProFootballWeekly.com.